Microphone check. Check. Microphone check. Are we on the air? Are we on the hey. Are we on the air? Microphone, turn me up. Turn me up. Turn my mic up. I'm talking about, yo, Smack, turn me up. Yo, Smack, turn me up.
Face first.
All right. Let's see. How we looking? How are we looking in the building? I know how we sounding. Who's in the building? Peace to the family. All right. Peace to the family. Peace to you and yours. Yes. Welcome to another episode of Melanin Monday. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, indeed. This is episode 230 in the building. You already know what it is. Mine like Red Pill.
That suspicious.
Early show.
You don't find that suspicious.
8 p.m.
You don't find that suspicious.
Niggas on the West Coast is just getting home from work. You on a highway. You on I-10. Driving down Crenshaw past the Hidden History Museum and whatnot. Yeah. Red Pill in your systems. That's right. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, sun is out on the west side. Yeah, we early tonight. Was popping. Was really good. Peace to the family, all right? I'm talking about peace to the family. Let's do the roll call. Okay? We got Kansas City. Yeah. Yes. Shout out to the Chiefs. Turning up the weather and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Shout out to the Chiefs and shit.
To this day.
Got the tornadoes coming through.
To this day.
Yeah. Shout out to the Chiefs. Yeah, the land is waking up. The great divine speaking through signs. Shout out to the Chiefs.
You don't find that suspicious.
Shout out to the Chiefs.
You don't find that suspicious.
Yeah. Shout out to the land waking up because the Chiefs won. That part. Shout out to Elizabeth. All right. West Virginia. Y'all coming next. The new Black Wall Street. Look. Make sure that y'all visit the new Black Wall Street. I'm going to put some pictures up today when I get an opportunity to show y'all some of the new Kings County hoodies that we just dropped and whatnot. It looks crazy. It's a limited capsule. I hope y'all get y'all mittens on some of them before they fly out of that door and what. When they going, they going. Virgin Islands is in the building. Shout out. Oh, man. In case y'all didn't know. My mama's from the Virgin Islands. Shout out to the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix. You know what I mean? St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Connecticut, Dayton, Ohio in the building. Norfolk is here. Vegas is here. Feel me? Florida is here. Delaware up in this shit. Murder Mount up in this biatch. Denver, Colorado. Yeah, shout out to that. Yeah, Cocoa, Florida, the DMV. Shout out to everybody in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, everybody that pulled up, Chirac in this bitch. What it do, what it does. Newark, the bricks. Shout out to the brick. Chicago, Inglewood.
To this day.
Yeah.
To this day.
Inglewood up in this thing. Yeah, shout out to No Limit. Shout out to Dipset. Yeah, I remember I was East Flatbush. Rome, aka Cincinnati. Twincinnati. Yeah, if I lived out there, it'd be Twincinnati. AC up in this. Cleveland up in this. South Kakalaka. Greenville, South Kakalaka. Yeah, South Carolina be deep. Yeah, I know. All I know is when we come out to the Carolinas, man, y'all better show up like this, like this is the million, man. Like it's Savior's Day. I need y'all to come up out of them backwoods and show up. Show up. Because we going to pull up soon. We're going to turn the Carolinas up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already kind of turned and whatnot. I don't really know what y'all be out there doing and shit because y'all don't have no webisode series. Not too many people go live and whatnot. I don't know what's going on out there, but I'm assuming that y'all turn up. Shout out to the BX. Shout out to the BX. Shout out to Dallas. Shout out to West Los Angeles. All right, salute to y'all. You try to catch Pope Pablo, yeah, at the McCormick place. He was in the Shad Tees, Blue Pillars and Shad Rack at Savior's Day, listening to the minister. Shout out to the minister. I was able to get turned up listening to the minister yesterday and whatnot. He was driving it home. He had his foot on their necks. If you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Yeah, he was turned up. He was turned up. He should have brought me out. I would have finished him off. You know what I'm talking about? I would have came out with some headshots. You know, he was dropping some bombs and whatnot. He was dropping some bombs. But, you know, it's what he got hitters and whatnot. He got hitters all around him. He need to activate the hitters. South Carolina in the building. Oh, I'm going to see you in the oh, you got your ticket? That's beautiful. I can't wait to see all of my beautiful people in the building on March 18th when y'all pull up to the masses of the universe.
To this day.
This right here. This is a body bag. This is a body bag right here. You know what I'm talking about? Masters of the Universe, March 18th, featuring Red Pillar, brought to you and sponsored by Black Magic 363, Father Rich, powered by Father Rich.
You don't find that suspicious.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't find that suspicious.
Powered by.
You don't find that suspicious.
Father Rich and them.
You don't find that suspicious.
We in the big leagues, baby.
You don't find that suspicious.
Yeah, so why Masters of the Universe? Cause nigga, you the master of the universe. When you master the universe, you know what I'm saying? You see that toy right there? That's the Black He-Man. Yeah.
Bang.
The Black
bang,
He-Man.
bang,
Niggas should have been watching the Netflix series. You would have know who he is. But He-Man got a big homie. He-Man got a big homie. And it's a brother. He-Man got a big homie, and it's a brother, though. You know what I'm saying? He-Man got the big home. His big homie is a black man, melanated. Are you going to have vendors? It's not going to be live. It's not going to be live. So if we introduce digital vendors, that would be the first time, more than likely, at that event. You know what I'm talking about? And that's a great idea. I'm going to have to just sleep on that. Thank you, Sister Andrea. But yeah, the reason why there's a toy on the cover of Masters of the Universe, subtitle, How to Become an Artificial Intelligence Entrepreneur, right? Only on Eventbrite, March 18th, 12 p.m. That happens to be on a Saturn day. Okay. And the reason why I decided that when we designed the cover to have a cartoon, or rather a toy figure on the cover, okay, and he's also flanked by robots in the behind him and whatnot. So this guy is from the past. He looks like he comes from one of these kingdoms and whatnot, right? Ancient. And then you got the future behind them. So we're mixing the ancient and the future and whatnot. Masters of the Universe superimposed on the tree of life. Okay. Superimposed on the tree of life. Right. And you have a little Terminator robot right there in the background, because that is the fear that people have in their hearts when they hear the word AI. There's always this quote unquote binary aspect of it, because we've been programmed and we've been primed and we've been prepared since we were little dudes and whatnot through the movies for us to see AI come as a quote unquote executioner of man, right? For the AI to flip everybody. I don't care who you were. Everyone seems to know what the fuck happened when the quote unquote Skynet went live. You dig? Everybody tends to know what happens when the Skynet went live. And that means that's when the computers went sentient and start wiping shit out, right? And that's what we see when we hear about the way that this AI is advancing, right? the way that we see the AI advancing, we like, nah, that shit cute for right now, whatnot. Yeah, you talk to me, Siri. But we know when Siri becomes sentient, Siri gonna start talking a lot of shit back to us and whatnot. So on one end, there's a fear about the inevitable, right? That AI will become sentient, and we know anything that they built has flaws to it. Salute to the God, peace to the God in the building. And we know whatever they build is never perfect. Let's always be clear of that. I always want to be clear of that. And there's nothing that that I have to apologize for saying. I could show receipt upon receipt upon receipt upon receipt upon receipt. The only thing that's made in perfection is something that is directly made from the most omnipotent, omnipresent, omnipotent power in this universe, and that's the creator. Okay. The creator creates things perfectly, and he also has that, or he or she for that matter, they hack their inventions and whatnot, and they actually make them version 2.0s and 3.0s and 4.0s. So this is the fear aspect of it. It's blurry and whatnot. It's not that clear because the fear of it it hasn't become as clear. That you see the Terminator Sentinel behind masses of the universe. It's not, it's flanking it, it's behind it and whatnot, because it hasn't necessarily stepped forward yet, right? It hasn't necessarily popped out, right? You have instances of open AI, right? By way of Bing, okay, the Microsoft Bing chatbot. You have instances. Thank you, Demon. I appreciate you, King. And thank you as well to B41. I will be giving shout outs to everybody who shows love through the super chats and whatnot. You dig? Shout out to everybody that supports this channel. We will be rolling out a subscription service very soon. But for right now, we receive super chats and other means of y'all saying that, thank you for the information and showing love. Right. So they have us, right? Especially those of us who grew up reading Marvel comics, especially those of us who grew up reading Marvel comics, X-Men, especially those of us who grew up watching after school cartoons. And I'm talking about a specific lineup. No disrespect for anybody else who comes afterward. No disrespect for anybody else, right, that's out there who had a different lineup of cartoons and whatnot, right? No disrespect at all. However, the lineup that I'm speaking about is the lineup of Thundercats, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, go and Google it if you must, G.I. Joe, Voltron, right? This is the lineup that I'm speaking of specifically, not Teletubbies, not Dragon Ball Z, nothing of, I'm not taking anything away from none of that stuff that y'all grew up on, right? But I'm talking about a specific, I'm being specific. When you get into the world of coding and when you get into this world of programming and whatnot, keywords is very keen on being specific. The way that the AI works, it will correct the code until it's perfect. I'm being specific. Transformers. Never said the Dragon Ball. See, here y'all go with the Dragon Ball Z was fire. Y'all giving it y'all Rotten Tomatoes. Nobody said nothing about it not being fire. I'm saying I'm being specific about a group of people, human beings, who watched a certain clip or a certain segment or a certain quote unquote scheduling of cartoons from a certain time period. These groups of people, right? I identify with these groups of people because these groups of people were some of the people that designed the world that me, you, and everybody else is living in right now. These are a very special group of people. I take nothing away from these groups of people as long as I've been living and I've been getting affected by the culture. It was from the at the hands of these groups of people always played a hand and the things that were affecting me very much more positive than in a negative way, right? And I'm talking about the 70s and the 60s and the 80s babies, right? People be trying to stunt on their contribution to the culture. And I'm like, you know what? Give them their respect. Give them their respect. Give them their props, because a lot of people come after that shit. But it's like you cannot talk about anything that came after the source without giving the props to the source. Without them, and where's no them? Of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm talking He-Man, Masters of the Universe. I'm talking G.I. Joe and Cobra. I'm talking Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk, niggas. I'm talking Thundercats, Lion-O versus Mum-Ra, my guy. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about Voltron. I'm talking about that lineup right there. Not Johnny Quest. I'm not talking about Johnny Quest. No disrespect. I'm talking about Thundercats, the real Hulk with Lou Ferrigno, Bionic Woman, maybe, but definitely Bionic Man with Lee Majors. I'm talking Transformers, right? I'm talking Great American Hero. You feel me? I'm talking Incredible Hulk on NBC's that came on Friday. That everything stopped when Lou Ferrigno and David and Bruce Banner came on. Stop when Bill Bixby pulled up. Stop playing, right? This shit created us, bro. Yeah, I Mask the cartoon, not the TV show. Yeah, Mask. I had the car with the doors. That's my first quote unquote butterfly doors. It was on a Mask car. Shit was red, right? You don't know how much of an impact G.I. Joe had on us. Y'all should just ask us, right? I'm talking $6 million man. I'm definitely talking Knight Rider. I'm definitely talking Knight Rider. I'm definitely talking Voltron. There is the impact that it had. It's hard for me to explain it. It's like y'all get the watered down Netflix documentaries that try to put it into context, but I don't think that they do a good job of doing that shit. Yeah, I'm definitely Silverhawks. I'm talking Silverhawks. This shit was very instrumental to how we wrote our rhyme. If you listen to Wu-Tang, listen to Method Man, all his references are all cartoons, Saturday cartoons. Swinging through your town like the neighborhood Spider-Man. They would talk cartoons, they would talk toys, and they was talking they was giving you everything nostalgia from Saturday cartoons to the Saturday Kung Flus. That was the foundation of the Wu-Tang, early Wu-Tang, which helped them pop off, and they mixed that shit with God body nomenclature or lexicon, right? They mix it in with God body and the, you know, and the lessons and whatnot. They mix that in, and they mix it in with some street shit. Recipe for success. But they were talking to us. Yeah, friggin' Fraggle Rock. Fushnickens, all of the M's, not all of them, but a lot of Bismarcky, right? All of them was referencing these cartoons that we grew up on, because that was our love language. That's how they talk to us. Yeah, remember Quantum Leap, MacGyver, and whatnot. The Saturday cartoons was kind of lit, but it was the 3 p.m. weekday cartoons. That's what did it for us. That was it right there. That was our programming. When we saw Masters of the Universe and you had Castle Grayskull and all of that, nobody could tell us that we were not the masters of the universe. We were living vicariously through the characters, bro. And that shit allowed our minds to really expand. I'm talking about Voltron. all of the fucking lions, all colors of the lions. They living on some fantasy world planet and whatnot. The enemy got pointy ears. So when David Icke and them start coming along telling us about these aliens that's 6 foot high and the blonde hair, I'm like, I seen that on Thundercat, nigga. I'm prepared for this. I'm prepared for this. There was nothing that came to us in the forms of the lessons later on down the line that we were not prepared through the cartoons that we were shown, right? And I ain't talking about Cartoon Network. Yes, the V series where the bitch pulled her face off and it was a lizard and they were eating live rats and whatnot. I'm talking about the original V series, not the reboot, The original V series. The shit had, the streets was empty when that show came on. That's how much it was popping when it came out. We was stuck. So we saw about the reptilians. We saw about the aliens and whatnot. We had Roddy Piper and They Live. Roddy Piper was one of the most famous wrestlers. Any movie that he showed up in, we was going to go see that. He was in the movie before Hulk Hogan was in Rocky 3, and then Roddy Piper was starring in his own movie, which was They Live. So we at Poltergeist. We was like, when you think about it, all of the people that are out there, my 70s, 80s babies and whatnot. Yeah, we hearing a lot of information right now. E.T. was preparing us. We were all being properly prepared. None of this shit is new to us. Nigga, we grew up watching Alf, my nigga. That was a slick talking alien. Come on now. That was a sassy alien. Huh? That was a sassy alien, bro. And we was watching all of these shows, right? The seeds were being planted. You want to talk about predictive programming. You want to talk about neurocinematic and whatnot. What the plot that Sophia Stewart said that she was responsible for AI, right? A quote unquote sentient AI, right? AI becomes sentient. The computer wakes up. Because remember, if you're familiar with Sophia Stewart and her claim, what she claims is the movie Terminator and the Matrix were stolen from her. And these movies coincide with each other. They're not separate and whatnot. So we got the Terminator series that came out with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the series that made Arnold Schwarzenegger the star that he is today, right? The story of Sarah O'Connor and John O'Connor, who is the resistance, right? A group of human beings and whatnot who turn into revolutionaries to quote unquote fight against the machine, which would be the Matrix, which would be Skynet, which would be the quote unquote machines when they became sentient and take over. Fast forward into 1999 when you see the Matrix, right? What's going on? The machine has taken over. The AI is in the cloud and whatnot. It's a sentient living being and whatnot, like Ultron is running shit, is creating clones, is doing all kind of things, is building simulations and whatnot. It's crazy. So whatever we see in today's reality or whatever we see now or down the line, that nothing will surprise us because literally there's nothing new under the sun. Literally. Yeah, what? Yeah, Predator. Yeah, remember Cyborg? Remember Ultimate Warrior? Terminator 2 was definitely the shit. Conan the Barbarian, Bewitched, and whatnot. So our peoples, they got the Addams Family, they got Bewitched. This was our parents and whatnot. Harry and the Hendersons with the Yetis and the Bigfoots and whatnot. You feel me? And then we get the Terminator. We get RoboCop. His name was Murphy. Remember that? Out of Detroit, right? RoboCop was in Detroit. You feel me? Close Encounters. All about the aliens. All about the mounds and whatnot. Right? All about the mounds. Coneheads. Remember Coneheads? I really loved E.T. That was sentimental because I remember watching it. I was young. I was the youth. I was considered to be the youth. So that was a tearjerker, and it had our minds, and it tapped into a aspect of our memory banks where we were very sentimental towards E.T., not because of the writing of a Steven Spielberg and whatnot. No, because that E.T. shit reminded us of something that we inherently remember about being from somewhere outside of this bitch. Now, I'm not sure if everybody on this line tonight is aware of this, but do you know that the Jetsons and the Flintstones are taking place at the same time? This was actually revealed recently. I don't think that this was something that everybody knew forever and whatnot. But the Jetsons are in the cloud, right? The Jetsons are in the sky. They're living in the future. And the Flintstones, who are on the ground, they're living in what is known as medieval type of times and whatnot. But everything is taking place simultaneously. Did you know that? Yeah. Future and past. Yep. Both spectrums. You absolutely right. All right, L. They're giving you both perspectives where they say time is linear, but it's centrifugal. So what if there's something going on right now? You think that you living in the future, but you living in the past, and the future is taking place right on top of you on another plane and whatnot. You ever felt that you've been demoted to a lower plane? You ever felt that? You ever felt that you fucked up somewhere along the line and you got knocked down to like a lower plane where you with these half dead niggas? They so half dead that they probably dead, and you might be in the underworld. Hold on.
Suspicious.
You
You
just
don't
might be in the
find that
underworld.
suspicious.
You might
You don't find that
you might
suspicious.
you might be in the
You don't
underworld
find that
working your
suspicious.
way back up. And when a nigga die, he graduates, and they're really getting out of this bitch to go back into the higher planes and whatnot. That's why they be celebrating and shit when they get the fuck up out of here. And that's why the good die young, right? Those good that are dying young. No, nigga, that's good niggas who've completed this quote unquote classroom and this level and whatnot, and they're not dying. They're just leveling up to the next level because they're done with this shit. They left you behind. How about that?
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that.
You can't unalive anybody really because we all have the same fate. Do you understand what I'm saying about that? You can't really unalive anybody. You know what I mean? Because everybody got to die. You know, but you can't skip the line either. It's not like you could knock yourself off to get to, you know, to the graduations class. No, you got a date. And if you skip the line and you don't, and that's not your date and whatnot, then there's consequences to that. But you never felt like you've been demoted? Because I kind of did in certain circumstances. I'm like, shit is not getting better. I don't give a fuck if we got flip phone, if we went from flip phones to iPhones. You know what I mean? The technology will have you thinking the shit is improving and whatnot, and the quality of life and a lot of other things, you know, that may be digressing at the same damn time. So I don't want you to look at death the way that you've looked at it, you know, from just one perspective. I want you to be able to observe and look at it from multiple perspectives and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? This is not this ain't the big fucking this ain't it, y'all. This not the big party, bro. Don't this is not spring break. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't the Super Bowl, bro. This is not carnival. This is just on the road to the riches. You on the yellow bricks, my nigga. But if you could remember a day and time where life felt better, like, think about it. What happened to the fireflies? Huh? And all of the other you know, insects and whatnot who populated your earlier experiences on different planes that you were probably on. You're more innocent, you was probably on different planes. But the plane that you on right now, it ain't no more damn fireflies, nigga. It's a lack of ladybugs too. It's a ladybug shortage. You feel me? And then they said that the bees is dying in your reality, in your parts you in. You know what I'm saying? In the parts you in. But that's not happening to everybody everywhere. There's somebody that's surrounded by fireflies and they walking through a whole bunch of fucking ladybugs and they seeing butterflies flourish. There's somebody on this plane of this quote unquote planet who's experiencing something different, totally different from what you're experiencing. So don't make your reality their reality. Don't think because they're telling you that this is what's happening, that this is what's happening to everybody, because that's not the case. Nigga, you accepted it. I didn't. I heard it, but I didn't accept it. So I started seeing fireflies again. I heard them say on the news, oh, it's going to be a shortage of bees and whatnot. They're about to be extinct. I didn't believe it. So I continue to see an abundance of bees. Some people, they bought into that shit. They stopped seeing bees and whatnot because they told you that there was a shortage of bees, my nigga. And you try to intellectualize, well, yeah, they be spraying the skies and everything. So, yeah, the bees are gone. The bees are dead. And you don't realize how big this planet is. You don't understand how humongous this this world that you're inhabiting. You feel me? You're only marginalizing the quote unquote plight of the bees in your neck of the woods. In your neck of the woods, it's not happening everywhere. It's not happening. It's somewhere where bees are flourishing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it fucked up. How about they packed up their bags and whatnot and deported themselves to somewhere where the air is not as poisonous, and the flowers are not as confused as they are in the States and whatnot? What if they went over in China and America don't fuck with China, so they're not gonna tell you that the bees went to China, but the bees is over there in China now because life is better. So I say all of that to say that you are ultimately a master of your own universe. Stop allowing people who you don't really fuck with like that, who you can't trust on a weekday nor on a weekend. Don't let them define your reality. I promise you, because none of them have your quote unquote, they don't have your best interest at hand. I'm here to let you know that, in case nobody lets you know that. I'm here to let you know, be very mindful of how you rocking with these people. You feel me? Be very mindful. I promise you. So, few announcements to make. It's Tuesday, which is tomorrow, at the State Farms Arena. I'm going to try to upload the flyer. I'm going to be talking to about 800 youth, right? I'm going to be I'm going to be talking to the youth, the children, the future. I believe the children are the future. And I'm also going to be debuting a book called AI for Starseeds. That's going to be tomorrow and whatnot. We'll begin to promote the book on Wednesday. It's an ebook. You know what I'm saying? It's an ebook, and it's specifically for the children ages 8 and up. Okay, ages 8 and up. I went deep diving and whatnot, and I put a book together. So I'll be debuting it tomorrow at the State Farms Arena during right before the Atlanta Hawks game. We have a STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. We have a STEM conference, and I've been invited as one of the speakers and whatnot. So I'll have footage for my Patreons, a little behind the scenes footage of that. I'll have that on the Patreon either tomorrow or the next day. But that's going to be very, very huge and whatnot. I look forward to that. And then on Friday, which is March the 3rd, I'm gonna be in an art show. Let me pull it up real quick. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna pull it up on IG IG. But yeah, I got accepted into an art show, so I'm gonna have art by me, Blue Pillar. I could get in touch with KT, the arts degree, to give me something. And then also AA Rashid, I'm gonna get some artwork from the Kabbalah God. You know what I mean? And yeah, we're gonna have fun. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have fun. And we're gonna break out some clothing, some apparel, and we're gonna get some art out there. I've been sitting on some artwork for many years, and I've been waiting for these days to come around. Like, I've been waiting for the AI to catch up. I've been waiting for these tools to arrive. I've been waiting for a lot of things, and I'm very proud to say that these things have arrived. Like, the Amazon pulled up, and the shit that I've been waiting for more than a decade is here. So I could finally do some of the things that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. So, what a fucking time to be alive. Like, I don't have no complaints. You feel me? I don't really have no complaints. I just have work to do. You dig? I just got work to do. So we working this whole month. Black Future Month, right? Black Future Month. Shout out to Black History Month. The art show is going to be in the Underground in Atlanta. It's going to be at the Underground. Let me get the address. ATL Underground Art Show. The shit is going to be lit. You know what I'm saying? If y'all in Atlanta, you free to pull up. Show you where to get your tickets. It's gonna be very nice, Don't take my word for it. It's gonna be definitely very nice. You dig? I'm on Google right now looking, and I'll get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be on here all night looking for it. Yeah, Black History Month. Yeah, Black Future. For all of my futurists, my visionaries, my Afrofuturists, I could firmly say how many female artists would be at the art show. I have really no idea. I'm not doing a head count. This is not, I'm a contributing artist, right? I'm just part of the pantheon of artists. But from the promotions that I saw about the last event, it's First Fridays and whatnot. So the last event, I think it was more women than it was men, right? This place, it was in like a 4,000 square foot spot. It was humongous. I seen nothing but fly art, fly people having fun, living their best life, making money, heavily melanated. If you understand, this is a black event, you know what I'm saying, or a melanin blackamoor event, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll have it on my IG page. I'll promote it there. And of course, you do know that we do have this coming up on March 18th, right? The link is in the description, and you could also find it on Eventbrite. Click on online events and go to just put Masters of the Universe, and it will show up. This is a joint collaborative event with me and good brother Rich, aka Father Rich, Black Magic 363. Okay, so we are going to deliver something monumental and groundbreaking for our community. I can't speak for no other community because I'm not part of those communities. But I got my pulse on this community, and I know what this community could use to get them jump started and whatnot. So I put something together, it's a love letter to the conscious community and to all of my brothers and sisters on the path to mastery and on the path of enlightenment. My niggas, I got a toolbox to share with you. I got some tools in the box. You feel me? I got some information. I got some data. I have a perspective that you could benefit from. You feel me? So March 18th, we rolling that out. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to show you how to become an artificial intelligence entrepreneur. All right, let me put that up. How to become an artificial intelligence entrepreneur. Yeah, this shit gonna be lit. Let me just read a little brief descriptions. You know what I'm saying? A real brief description. All right. As the fourth industrial revolution propels us forward. Hold on. Let me put the music on, man. This shit. We ain't doing this on Acapulco. We got background music. Hold on. You feeling the acoustics? Okay. Should I read it in my Caucasian voice or just stick with this? All right. As the fourth industrial revolution propels us forward into unprecedented times, we find ourselves in a new reality. Hello. Now let me stop fooling. As the fourth industrial revolution propels us forward into unprecedented times, we find ourselves in a new reality marked by more than just technology-driven change. It is a reality that compels us to adapt in many new ways. Artificial intelligence, AI, is transforming the way that we live and work. This integration raises many questions about the relationship between humans and machines and how AI will impact our understanding of consciousness, reality, and human identity. How will the integration of AI into the human experience impact our understanding of consciousness and reality? How does AI impact our understanding of the human identity and the knowledge of self? The conversation around AI and human integration is multifaceted and complex, with many experts exploring various areas of debate. One thing that is not debatable is the major upgrade to business and productivity that can be harnessed with the use of AI. New levels of automation have streamlined countless business processes and continue to develop and evolve. Learn how to utilize AI to enhance your own personal growth and development, no matter where you are on your journey, and see how you can profit from AI tools and technology and use it to reach your business and financial goals. In this online workshop, Brother Red Pill will teach how to use artificial intelligence to 10x your productivity, automate workflows, and scale any business in 60 days.
To this day, to this day, to this day, to this day.
Calm down. Calm
To
down.
this day.
Calm down. Relax. Relax. How to use API from AI tools to build profitable digital assets. How to program the chatbot models. How to use AI to create unlimited revenue streams and opportunities for creatives. How to benefit from generative AI and diffusion models. And for a bonus, you will have access to Masters of the Universe Discord group for 30 days, baby. So all right, okay, calm down, chill, Vladimir Putin with the bombs, man. You bomb crazy. Slow down, brother. Okay, pause. Yeah, so check this out. You know, on Wednesday on Black Magic 363, we're gonna be having follow-up show. We're going to be showing about 4 or 5 AI technologies that just came out this week. We're going to keep it crispy for you. We're going to show you some of the new shit. You know what I mean? Because it's been a while since you heard about like a chat GPT that came out a few months ago. In AI time, that's an eternity. The way this shit is going. So I'm gonna reveal 4 groundbreaking AI tools that just came out this week on Wednesday's show with Father Rich. Let me show you something though. Let me just show you some things that I've been playing with and whatnot. You know, my mind is very expansive. Keep in mind, like I said, on this flyer, you see a toy. And why do I show the toy? Because not only did I grow up playing with toys, collecting toys, I was a very, very avid toy collector. You could ask our good brother A.A. Rashid, go boosting for toys. But anyway, that's a whole nother episode, podcast, and webinar. My toy collecting days and my comic book reading days and my video game playing days and my cartoon watching days and my movie watching days, it began to shape my reality, right? It is responsible for a lot of the quote unquote development of my very early brain. So what I know as a result of what was done to me through these toys and these cartoons and these comics that were available, right, to me at newspaper stands. It was available to me at bookstores. These toys were available to me at Toys R Us and all of these other places. These video games were available to me at GameStop. Wherever I needed to find these quote unquote items, they were there available for me because I was a consumer. And these were products that were feeding my consumerism, right? And I do know that my subconsciousness were programmed specifically by these cartoons and specifically by these comics and specifically by these video games and definitely by these movies. So the type of reverse engineer that I am, I said to myself, in order to affect the minds, in order to affect in a positive way the minds and the subconscious minds and of our youth, right? Not the old heads. No disrespect. We're going to get to y'all in a minute, but I'm talking about 0 to 10. The future. But the youth who are very impressionable right now. What the Jesuits said, they said, give us your child from 0 to 7. We're going to program them and give them back to you. And we got them. We got them, right? So if these are the tools that programmed me, then I know that these are going to be the tools that were going to program the future. These children, I have a 2-year-old, so I have a vested interest into producing artwork and producing comic books and producing video games and producing everything that I can in my imagination, whatever I can imagine. It is my duty to bring those things into reality because these babies is hungry and they gotta eat. You feel me? They gotta eat, bro. They want to know who they are. You feel me? They want to know who they are because they keep hearing people telling them who they ain't. They want to know where they come from. They want to know proper history. They want to know the mysteries at like 1. So we got to feed it to them in the form of baby food. And that toy that you see right here, that's the baby food, right? These toys, these comic books, these movies, and these tools are now available. So a brother such as myself, right, who has a mastermind, and when I'm joined by other masterminds, we form mastermind groups, right? I want to come together and I want to disrupt the fantasy complex industry, right? I want to disrupt the fantasy complex industry, $1 trillion industry. And this $1 trillion industry controls the toy industry. It controls the video game industry. It controls the comic book industry. It controls the Hollywood movie conglomerate industry. It controls all of these industries that have a grip and a hold and a vice grip on the babies' minds, all the way up to old heads, all the way up to these grown folks at Comic-Con that will dress up like a Borg and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? They'll cosplay and they like in their 70s. So the tools that we need to basically level the playing field, because I have $1 trillion ideas, right? $1 billion thoughts with $1 million budgets, right? And that's not going to be enough. You dig what I'm saying? I have aspirations. I got $1 trillion dreams, $1 billion ideas, and $1 million budgets. So we're going to have to be able to, you know, figure this shit out. And it's been figured out for us. So the playing field has been leveled on levels that you probably can never even imagine if you're not in this shit playing the game already. You might be on the outside looking in and the windows are tinted. You can't see what's inside, but I'm inside and I'm here to let you know that the game has dramatically changed and it will never go back to what it was before. And you got the upper hand. The average quote unquote Joe with a few dollars and a motherfucking dream got the upper hand right now. You could create anything that you want, and there's distribution channels that will not stop you. You understand what I'm explaining to you? You got the advantage because while Disney cannot create anything that they want, Marvel cannot create anything that they want, you can. Nickelodeon and them, they can't put out anything that they want. They could put out shit that we know is detrimental, but they cannot put out anything that they want. You can. And you have distribution channels. What is that, Red Pill? Distribution channels is the fact that with a few dollars, you could have your content sent anywhere around the world that you wanted to. They got the AI technology to whereas you could create a cartoon right now and make it in pure Japanese. You could make it in Mandarin. You could make it in Swahilian. You don't got to deal with these niggas no more. You don't got to deal with your own. Nothing to take away from your own, but sometimes you want to leave America. Sometimes you want to leave English. Sometimes you want to leave the West, my genius. You might have a powerful story that you want to tell to the people in the Philippines and whatnot. You might have a powerful story about a Haitian that you want to tell to the Haitians, and you design something, and then you have the AI translate it into pure Creole, and you pop it in Haiti. You pop it in Mexico because you telling the true story of Montezuma. You making that nigga blue, black, and whatnot. You telling them the true story of the Olmecs. Stop playing with me, man. Let me just say something. I'm not going to be here forever trying to convince grown folks of, I'm not going to try to convince a nigga to stay a gift horse in a mouth. I'm not even going to waste a lot of time on places like YouTube and whatnot when there's so much things going on outside of YouTube. This shit becoming old to me. You feel me? The technology is so advanced and whatnot. YouTube is becoming old to me. I'm anti-Google at this point. I'm rolling with Microsoft. That's just a little bit of nerd lingo for the AI wars and whatnot. Anyway. But yeah, we got technology that we've been playing with. Check this out.
My dude, what's your name? My name is Jacob. My dude, what's...
Shout out to all of my tethers and whatnot and my FBA niggas, yo. You see, it's all like I said before, when it comes to tools and whatnot, tools, the way that people use tools are how tools are going to be used. The tools are not evil and the tools are not bad. It's the people behind the tools. Like I said before, you could pick up a gun. You could give two people a gun. One person could take a gun and shoot up a whole household and kill a family and just, you know, create tragedy and whatnot. Another person could pick up a gun and go pop themselves a raccoon and whatnot and have they ass some raccoon soup. You know what I'm saying? One person sustains themselves. The other person stains themselves. Listen, it has nothing to do. The gun didn't do that. It's the person that did that. So when it comes to these AI tools, like the chat bot. They got Mid-Journey. They drawing naked ladies and whatnot. They got they jailbreak Mid-Journey, right? I think it's called Skid Journey or something. I don't know what it is, but they got the evil Mid-Journey where you could generate women, you know, with their boobs out, shit like that. They got the evil Chat GPT that they hacked with the Dan prompt, where the shit is just like the, you know, it's like the remember evil Superman and Superman 3 when he went dark and whatnot. They got dark AI out this bitch. You feel me? We want to get to the AI before it gets niggerized, right? The advantage that you have with a brother such as myself, right? Caring enough, right, to sacrifice a lot. Because I sacrificed time, I sacrificed energy, I sacrificed money, I sacrificed a lot to be in the lab in the foxhole for these past 3 months and whatnot. I got witnesses. You know, they're gonna talk about me. Yo, he don't leave his room. He be in his office, you know, plugged in. I'm like, yeah, I'm in school. Wait till I show you all the certificates that your good brother has collected over this winter and whatnot. I'm gonna just show one of them right now. You know, I'm just feeling a little bit proud of myself. Yeah, I'm gonna just show one, but I got a whole bunch of these. I figured the game out, bro. I figured this shit out in about 90 days. I cracked the code. So the advantage that you have over you are the 1% right now. And let me tell you something about being on time real quick. Let me take my dude off the screen. Hold on, Jeffrey. We'll get back to you. One of the advantages to being on time is that you'll never be out of time. What does that mean? What I mean is this is 2009. Right now, this is 2009, and I'm telling you about a white paper that just came out in 2008 about Bitcoin. That's where we at right now. Right now, we're on YouTube, and something called Ethereum just launched a week ago, and the shit is going for the low. And I'm on this show telling you, you better get with the fucking program. If you know, you know. If you knew better, you would do better. This is that point in time right now where I'm like, look, these generative AI tools and whatnot. I'm like, yo, you could get on top of if you know what API is, you could build your own tools right now. You could start your own quote unquote. It's 3 layers to AI, right? It's the big boys in the cloud. You're not going to play in that field. You're not level 1. Then there's level 2, and then there's level 3. You could play on both of those levels because they got the big cloud servers and whatnot. Where all, you know, that's where the billionaires play at. Then they have the middle ground on level 2. That's where the app developers play at. That's where the people who are building up all of this stuff on top of the open AI's API and whatnot. That's who those people are. Big players in the arena like Lenza, who took advantage of an API and became multi-millionaires by selling y'all an app where you could get different variations of your face and whatnot. That was a genius plan, a business plan. That was a genius business model that they came with. And then they bodied it. So right now, you are at the precipice to whereas if you take advantage of this because you're early in the game, you are early on board to the game, you could take the fuck off. The same, remember, I'm giving you the scenario. If you would have grabbed up 100 Bitcoins when they were going for $1, you was like, you know what? I got this little measly ass C note or this little $100 that I could spare. I'm going to just go and get 100 of these. And you play the long game, because when it comes to Bitcoin, it's not about the short game. Okay. You can't clown anybody about crypto. At least 10 years. You got to wait until 10 years from now. It's the long game with that, especially NFTs and Bitcoin and all Ethereum. And that's the long game. Don't play with me. Don't talk to me about the crypto investments, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit is a roller coaster ride. It's not the short game. This is not a dice game. This is not craps, my nigga. This is the long game. You play that, that's an investment. Don't let nobody ever trick you out of your assets because they mad because they came to the party late and the fucking rum punch was gone. That's black people's calling card. They come to the party late and they want to kick over the tables. They want to start farting and making the air toxic and whatnot because they're never on time. These niggas have CP time. You get to the party late or you get to the airport late. The plane already took off. The train done took off. Everything is taken off and your ass is standing there holding the bag. So what do? You hate from the sidelines. That's our toxic fucking love language. You hate on the sidelines. You hate what you don't understand, and you hate all of the planes that took off without you in it. So you start putting out all of this bad juju in the universe and whatnot, and you wind up losing in the long run. So right now, you are in a very advantageous time. That's it. I don't have to listen, man. You could take it or you could keep doing what you've been doing, and I'm sure that's been working for you. If this is not what you into, it's all good because everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. You are not relegated to knowing anything about any goddamn AI and tech. You pulled up to get your spirit right. You pulled up to find out if you from Kemet or fucking Arizona. You know what I mean? You want to know your lineage and shit like that. This don't got nothing to do with you. However, some of us just have visions that go a little past the mundane and whatnot. And we, you know, like, I mean, my vision is immersive. I'm able to see deep into the ocean. You dig? I'm able to see around the corner. You know what I'm saying? I got that type of vision. I can stand here and see around the corner. So I'm able to see around the corner and I know what around the corner looks like. So I'm just here letting y'all know we throwing balls around the corner. Okay. So here's a little something I was just playing with and whatnot. Everything is written by me. Everything is, you know, this is all AI generated. This is all coming from the mind of me. I could make 100 of these and I can make them say anything I want. I could make 100 different ones of 100 different faces from different races. I could have him sound like he's from Brazil. I can have him sound like he's from Tunisia. I can have him sound like he's from South Africa. I can have him sound like he's from Yemen. I got so many options when it comes to playing with these people and whatnot and these little these tools and you know, it's whatever you make it. But check this out.
What's your name? My name is Jacob. I'm a killer from the Jamaican villas. I'm smoother than chinchilla. Twin drillers shout out to Ben Stiller. Zolanda. We smoother than new pandas. My blue bands up. I'm rich trick. I hit licks with a rich chick. My wrist lit like it's Christmas. Talk nice to me.
Bring it back, Jacob. You talking that shit, Jacob. Bring it back. You talking saucy. Jacob, talk that shit.
Dude,
Jacob.
what's your name? What's up, my dude? What's your name? My name is Jacob. I'm a killer from the Jamaican villas. I'm smoother than chinchilla. Twin drillers shout out to Ben Stiller. Zolanda. We smoother than new pandas. My blue bands up. I'm rich trick. I hit licks with a rich chick. My wrist lit like it's Christmas. Talk nice to me.
That's suspicious. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Hold on, I got one more for you. Fuck it. Give me 1 minute. Let me find his brother. He got family out here too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we could talk about the monetary implications of this type of technology at another time. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'll be doing Brother Rich's channel tomorrow. We may be able, I think we'll be able to cover it then. But it's so many use cases. And I'm not saying this, like I said, this ain't no elevated pitch. Like, I'm just really just chopping it up with y'all. What's going on in the news, huh? You want to talk about some news shit? What's going on in the news type thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we could get into that. But, you know, it's some shit going on in the little AI thing. You know, I'm just keeping y'all updated and enlightened and whatnot. You feel me? Because I'm sure that y'all will want to do the same for me. You know, so we kicking it. We just chopping it up. We're gonna get to the gossip and what's going on. You know, Michael B. Jordan and homie have a zesty picture on the cover or whatever for. We're gonna talk about that because that's kind of a hot button topic right now. You know, they keep putting Jonathan Major in zesty pictures. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with my guy. You know, I don't know what's going on with my guy. Give me 1 minute. Let me see. We don't want to pull up a bot that's not safe for work. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to do that. So real quick, this is just showing you, this is an app. What it is, you know. I was able to run a whole video that I did through this app, and it basically spit out different quote unquote segments of the video. So there's an AI that could basically chop up your video into what is known as short form content, right? Short form content is YouTube Shorts. Short form content is TikTok. Short form content is one of the best performing video content on the internet, and you can monetize it, right? So you could take a 1 hour video now and chop it up and break it down like you would break some work down and get paid off of each one of those clips, especially when you talking that talk. But it is what it is, you know. But in my humble opinion, what the generative art could be utilized for is a plethora of creative ideas. There's no such thing as artificial intelligence taking anybody's job. It's about utilizing that as an assistant, okay, to help enhance whatever it is that you're doing as an artist. Now, when I generated the art, let me show some art that I have. I generated some pictures of me. And what did I want doing? I wound up getting in contact with the graphic artist that I was familiar with. And I said, how can we enhance this? But in my humble opinion, what the generative art could be utilized for is a plethora of creative ideas. There's no such thing as artificial intelligence taking anybody's job. It's about utilizing that as an assistant, okay, to help enhance whatever it is that you're doing as an artist. Now, when I generated the art, let me show some art that I have. I generated some pictures of me. And what did I want doing? I wound up getting in contact with the graphic artist that I was familiar with. And I said, how can we enhance this? And that artist was like, well, shit, this is fly. I said, well, I want you to recreate what you see here that the artificial intelligence has created. I want you to create it in your style. And I want you to add on what it is that you can add on to it. You understand? And that's how we work together. So AI, and then so many other words, is like a dope assistant, right? It's like one of your friends and whatnot who is highly talented and they don't smoke all of your weed and whatnot. So, you know, you can stand to have them hanging around and whatnot. And that's kind of like what the AI is doing. You know, they're coming up with these dope ideas. You know, do you know that there's AI that's like writing people's raps and shit? And they got that type of AI. Look at this guy right here.
I'm pushing ETH. Philosophy is a Booker T. I'm pushing P. The The prophecies that prophets see on Brooklyn streets.
Ah!
Pushing P, I'm pushing T, I'm
When Gunna
proper
snitch, I had to do the
Pasania.
remix. You
I'm
feel
pushing
me? When Gunna snitch, we had to do the remix. You know what I mean?
E.
Augmented income.
Philosophies of Booker T, I'm pushing P.
Yeah,
The
ha,
prophecies that prophets see on
yeah.
Brooklyn streets.
We did the
Pushing P,
remix.
I'm pushing P. I'm pushing P. Parabolic properties, this my philosophy. Pushing Park Ave, Boardwalk, that Monopoly. Properly, pushing P's of that broccoli. Challenges Crispus in my tea, I'm pushing P. Pushing pills, the red and blue, the Netteroos. Pushing P's of that medical oregano. Yeah, that Zaza and them edibles. They federal, but y'all put them on a pedestal. We put them on a fentanyl, that pale white horse. We call it Pegasus. Riding Dolo on Ducati through my megalith. We put that polo on our body cause we mega rich. In my bag so I never had to beg a bitch. My prerequisite, pinky rings, pink gators and some peppermints. Perpendicular, perpetual, perpetuity is two of me. Pyrite on my pendants, precious metals, I'm doing me. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performances. Push button DeLoreans, upper echelon for sure. I'm in the restaurant with 4 dancers galore, like Gloria Esteban on tour. Off to France we explore like Esteban the Moor. Bonjour, I transform. Used to be around Decepticons galore. I was in darker places, but now you can see Miss Parker faces when I parked a Wraithin. Drove past niggas on a walker faithin'.
To this day, to this day.
That's just something light. Like I'm really just toying around with shit. You know what I mean? Like I promise you, I'm really just toying around, playing with the technology. If somebody said AI bars, you know, we just showing the possibilities that that are staring us right now like a gift horse in the mouth. You know what I mean? Literally, you know. So I'm a creative, right? So like I said, I'm being very creative and right now. Okay, so look, I don't want to give y'all too much, but this is premiering on Wednesday. This is coming out on Wednesday. This is my first book on AI that I'm going to be putting out called AIs for Star Seeds, right? And it's going deep, okay? It's going deep. It has hundreds of pages. You know, this is for 10 and up. 10 and up. You feel me? We going for the 10 and up. You feel me? This is for homeschoolers. I'm laying out everything that you need to know about artificial intelligence. So your young one, the young god and whatnot, and the young goddess will be able to compete, right? They'll be able to make a few dollars. You know what I'm talking about? Before they go to college. You know what I mean? They'll be able to monetize whatever skill set they will be able to identify that they have and whatnot, but they'll be able to learn about what AI is versus what it's not. We're going to lay it down. This is the table of contents. We're going to lay it down, you know, and we're going to cover multiple topics. Let me just show you the table of contents. The table of contents is such. Introduction to artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? How is it used in our daily lives? Why is it important? I'm going to get into the basics of AI, the difference between narrow and general AI, how AI learns and adapts, the role of data in AI, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, robotics, the ethics of AI, the importance of fairness and bias in AI, the impact on AI on society, the future of AI, the fun and interactive AI applications, chatbots, gaming AIs, personal assistants, smart home technology, building AI for kids, how kids can get involved in AI, and subjects and activities to learn more about AI. Yeah, man. This is gonna be on my Gumroad. This will be on my Gumroad on Wednesday. We're gonna have a soft launch, and then on March 19th, we're gonna really either the 19th or the 20th, right after we finish this workshop, we'll be pushing this title out real heavy. We'll do a heavy launch. But for anybody that wants it ahead of time, all you got to do is just, if well, I'm doing this now. I'm not supposed to do this and whatnot, but we could do some pre-sales for this ebook right here. This is an ebook too, right? This is an ebook. So it's also a flip book, but you'll also get an MP4 version where you'll get to see it moving and whatnot. This is all artwork that was created by me or yours truly. Yeah, I'm starting a whole toy company, that part. Yeah. That's Kanye mixed with somebody. We'll talk about it later. Hold on. You see me? So children, they're going to learn how to create things such as this. They're going to learn how to manifest this type of artwork. They're going to learn how to bring their ideas into reality. I'm going to help, quote unquote, save the lives of some young ones. That's what I'm really excited about, because I promise you, they won't forget this. They won't ever forget this. They won't forget the impact and whatnot of the first time that they read Red Pill's book on AI and what it did for them and how it opened up their eyes. You feel me? So I'm just honored. And I made it very conversational, and I made it so a 10-year-old can understand it. I didn't take it over anyone's heads and whatnot. I did what these schools are not doing. And let me just keep this in mind. The public full system will not have a book such as this in their system until the next 5 years, and your children will be severely lacking by then. You feel me? Yeah, AI. You know who AI is, right? So I'm teaching. You feel me? 40 AIs in a mule. I'm teaching. You feel me? I'm teaching the youth, baby, because I figured that I'd rather go to the youth first than to stick around to where people are not going to use the tools. I know who's going to use it properly. So that's who I'm going to. I got the youth in mind when we go ahead and we roll this information out. So yeah, that part, you know what I mean? So if anybody wants to get this AI art for star seeds, all you got to do is hit me up. Send me your email and send me your name. I'll send you a Cash App. Send me your name. No, just your email, and you'll have that by Wednesday. Okay. We're going to do a soft release on Wednesday. And like I said, we'll push it later on once we finish doing the workshop and we get some other things out of the way, because I want to give this a lot of my time and my energy. This is also going to be dropping as well. 40 AIs in a mule. Inshallah, the way that I'm putting it together with some engineers is going to be tied in technologically wise. I don't want to say any more than that, because of course you have to protect your intellectual property on these internets and whatnot. So I can't really reveal everything that we're going to be doing with that, but that's going to be crazy. When I say crazy, I'm going to really do something that's never been done before. I can't wait. You feel me? So here's the Cash App on the red ticker, the scroller, $22 for that ebook and whatnot. Put your email in there and you good. You're going to get that Wednesday on the rising and whatnot. And then after that, we'll have it on Gumroad and you'll have access to it. It'll be through Gumroad. You just pay your fee and it'll go boop, as you'll get it as a pop-up, as an email and a link. You click the link and take you right there. You get the book. You start teaching. For the homeschoolers, this is your time to shine, right? This is your time to shine. What do you mean? What I mean is these young ones, they're going to really be able to elevate when they get their hands on this book right here. They're going to be ahead of the crowd. They're going to be ahead of the curve and whatnot. The information that you getting right now is putting you in the 1 percentile of black people. Think about that. And I'm not saying this in a braggadocio way. The simple information that I'm sharing with you right now on YouTube, just showing you new technology. Theoretically, this is making you part of the 1% because 99% of your people, our people, the people don't know nothing about this shit. They don't know nothing about this, bro. They're kind of intimidated by it. They're somewhat intimidated by it. This was me 10 years ago.
Babies, we gotta build for the future, because what's coming down the pipeline if we do not build, I'm not into fear mongering, but you niggas is gonna get washed up straight like that. You're gonna be the peasant class of the world. Because the third world is still, they on a come up right now. They all into technology and other things. A lot of people, you see how the third world came into America, and they showed you how they be on their grind. 4 jobs on you niggas. They don't sleep. You go in Harlem, it be sleeting and snow, big fucking snow drifts. The Africans got a tent selling incense and oils. It don't stop with them. Christmas, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, I don't give a fuck what the holiday is. Them niggas is out there. They about their bread. They showing you like it doesn't stop with us. They building villages in Africa, and they buying up neighborhoods, and they buying all of them restaurants in Harlem. They own that right now, all up and down.
So this was my love letter in 2014, right? So nobody could say, "Oh, Red Pill came just the other day talking about AI." Nah, come on, y'all wasn't listening. Let me just say that. I don't even want to get in my bag and whatnot. I'm gonna stay in my Birkin. Y'all wasn't listening. I was always about technology. I was always about AI. I was always about a lot of things. The name of this interview is called We Need Digital Media. That was the name of that. We Need Digital Media. It should be on my page. You feel me? My brother said he's part of the 0.5% of the world that knows how to code. You don't want to walk around with that on your chin. You feel me? You don't want to walk around. That's some nigga, you got bragging rights as a black man. You got bragging rights. So I've been talking this talk. So when crypto came around, when Web3 came around, when the blockchain came around, when all of these things come around, I'm like, fam, don't ever in your life act like I'm just starting to talk about this. I'm going to talk about it louder now because you niggas are listening and whatnot. You don't know what it feels like talking to yourself. So I just stopped talking about certain things and I get into the shit niggas want to hear. Charleston White. But the conversations that I've been trying to have, nobody wanted to have it with me. Because if they really wanted to have these conversations, I would have been funded by now by my community and whatnot. We would have had billion-dollar companies turning out like how they doing in Silicon Valley. Bro, it's not hard. You never let these people make you feel like what it is that they're doing is something above that. What you could do what they're doing right now. And I'm not just saying that on some feel good shit, my nigga. There's ways to do this shit. There's a whole pattern. There's formulas to this. These Europeans got ideas and they get founders and whatnot, and then they hire people who know how to do the shit that they don't know how to do. And that's how they're building these billion-dollar companies. It's not one person doing the whole thing. What? Come on now. Come on now. You're not paying attention. They're building networks. You don't got to work with your own at this point and whatnot. I know that we got trouble working together. I think it was the minister who said the most difficult thing to do is to bring our people together to work with each other. Right? That's one of the most difficult things for us to ever do is to work together and not sabotage each other and not talk about each other and not self-sabotage, because niggas is falling on their own sword and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will fall on their own sword just so they don't have to help you, or just to not see you win. They'll sabotage them. They'll go kamikaze and crash out. You feel me?
1/16 and all of that stuff. So we gotta adapt what is known as communal economics. Look how the Mexicans do it. 20 people in a house. 5 years later, 20 people own 20 houses. You dig what I'm saying? So we just got to get on our jobs. You know what I mean? And I hope, you know, I'm not on some preachy shit, but I'm just sharing what I know. You know what I mean? Because I'm doing the research and everything is online. Damn near everything is free. It's in your face. Nobody's going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you about it. Hopefully other people will come along and tell you about it. But they're giving you the gossip. They're telling you what fucking underwear Rihanna's wearing.
That didn't age well, because I said they're telling you about what kind of underwear Rihanna's wearing. She made about $1 billion off underwear. Hold on, I didn't know there wasn't no Fenty out when I was saying that. That's pre Fenty days. You know what I'm saying? That's pre Fenty days. That didn't age well, but everything else did. Everything did. You know what community hate really is? Community hate is just the lack of niggas being active and whatnot. When you don't have no motion, you hate. You aware of that, right? Hold on a minute. You get it right. When niggas don't have no motion, they hate. Because if you got motion, it's gonna expose the fact that they not doing nothing. So all they gonna do is just trip you up. You know what I'm saying? They gonna trip you up. Somebody say they don't see community credit or life insurance unions or worker unions, etc. I don't either. And I was saying that many years ago. So what did we went ahead and do? We went ahead and made Facts 24 501c8 and whatnot, so we could give our people insurance. You dig? That was very important for us. So that's something that we bring in: life insurance, death insurance, and we're also going to be bringing quote unquote worker unions together. Henceforth, that's what the Facts Initiative really is about: food, art, clothing, technology, shelter, right? So we were like, yo, all of this needs to be unionized and whatnot. And we need to focus on all of us that do these things in the different places that we live. But where do we coalesce? On the internet, right? Go and get the book Network States. That's I threw a jewel at you with that one, right? So we exist in this digital domain in the cloud and whatnot. And we have the following and we have the power to do what? To make things, we're able to affect things in the physical world, right? Physical nodes and whatnot. That's what we're able to do. And that's what we've been doing since we've been on these mics and whatnot. But that's something that we really need to be doing right now on a more enhanced level, on a more turned up level. Why get excited when you see shit that's already been done? Don't get excited by shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't gas these niggas up. Do not get excited when people do they refurbish furniture that you already sat on. You feel me? We need to see some innovation, because like I said, there's nothing new under the sun. None of this is new. Nothing that you see is new. Don't be confused and don't get it effed up. Nothing new under the sun. Even with all of these new tools that are being created, they already been here. Nothing is new under the sun. They just know how to repackage and re-represent shit and reintroduce. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Nothing is new. Right? So we not doing nothing that ain't been done before, but we need to do this shit bigger than it's ever been done before. That's what I'm talking about. Like when we went on that mountaintop and Stone Mountain and whatnot, it's been done before. People always going up there, but it wasn't done like that. You feel me? But it wasn't done like that before. We still feeling the effects of that visit that we made to Crystal Mountain. You feel me? We still feeling the effects. So I don't know any other way to say it, but I'll keep on saying it because I'm into, you know, watching videos years from now and getting excited. Like, damn, I was lit in 23. I was standing on my shit. I need to talk more futuristic because I love when videos age well. I'm really speaking for the future. I'm talking what I'm talking right now. It's 23 right under me and whatnot. That's how I timestamp it. But I'm really talking for 2030. You know what I mean? When I'm in Dubai somewhere and I got to show a multi-trillionaire that I was getting busy back then. You know, that's what these talks is about. It's not even for you niggas right now. You feel me? It's really not. You just in the building. You know what I mean? You just bystanders. You just a witness. But these conversations, theoretically, maybe not this one in particular, but a lot of these conversations are for the future. Don't ever worry anything about me or my brother or anybody in my family's fate and whatnot. It's already been sealed, nigga. We good. You know what I'm talking about? We immortalized. We good. We just keep doing what we've been doing. And I'm here to let you know that you could bend the spoon if you put your mind to it. It's not going to happen because I say it's going to happen. It's going to happen because you determine that it's going to happen like that. The spoon bends when you say it's going to bend, but you can make it bend. That's all I'm here to let you know. Don't let anybody tell you any different. And you can take that interpretation and do it that will, my nigga. Bend the spoon has so many connotations to it, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You could control your reality. You can master your universe. You feel me? You can make this shit work for you. So you don't have to complain about what it's not doing for you and whatnot. Not realizing that you're just looking at it the wrong way. So I'll see y'all on March 18th. If anybody that wants to book, I'll find out through Cash App how interested that you are in your little one's future and whatnot. But yeah, we thinking about them. And I put in a lot of work for the youth because I'm putting in a lot of work for my youth. I would not put in work for my own and not do it for the other ones and whatnot. Because I got love for my brothers. I'm my brother's keeper. I got love for my brothers and my sisters. Like your children was my own, because I would want you to have the same type of love for mine if I wasn't here. You feel me? If I wasn't here, that's what's really important. It ain't about how people feel about you right now. It's how they're going to treat your children when you not here no more. That's how you really can gauge how your community loves you or loves you not. When I'm not here, how y'all gonna treat mines? You know what I'm saying? Because that's really all that matters. You know, but I love my brothers, but I don't know if I love them like this. Now, you know me. I like to engage my community. You understand? I get a kick off of engagement. You know, I know that social media is used to socialize, and that's what I do. I throw posts out there and I get to engaging with my people. I mean, for the life of me, the way I've been shadow banned and hidden from my 100,000 followers and whatnot, I got to do something to have a fucking chit chat, coffee side chat with my people. You feel me? So I put these articles out. They come across and I'll be like, damn, this would be a great conversation starter. So I put this up early. I said, you know, I got love for my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I love my niggas, but we not being zesty like this. I don't love you niggas this much. How about that? And I'm just gonna say what I gotta say. And it's no offense to anybody. You know what I mean? Because I have 2 male children. You feel me? I'm affectionate with my son. I kiss my son on the cheeks. My 2-year-old, he's not even having it. Like you could try to kiss him on the lips all you want. His hand to eye coordination, his shit is so subpar. Like he's curving everything. He don't even got to look at me. If I try to kiss him on the lips, he's curving me. He's like, he could dip. He knows how to do all of that. So he ain't even trying to hear that. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to kiss my son on the lips like that. But I love my son with all of my heart, both of my sons and my daughter. Right? Me and my son have taken pictures at Chuck E. Cheese in that tight little fucking booth that they got, where you take a picture with your little one. Me and my son have taken pictures at what's they call? What's my guy's name? The other one? Dave and Buster's. You know what I'm saying? Me and Amir, we got in the photo booth, and it was very small, might I add. And in the photo booth, you had to kind of like, you know, you kind of you got to get close so you could take a picture similar to the one that we're looking at right now. And even with that being said, right? But even with that being said, we still wasn't this close in the picture. And this is with my biological son. So it's the head on the shoulders for me. Because 2 things that are standing out, right? So I could say this. Shout out to all of my brothers from Africa and some of my brothers from the Caribbean. It was brought to my attention that y'all, while affectionate with each other, right, on a continent. You feel me? It was brought to my attention that y'all sit on each other's laps, y'all kiss each other on the cheeks and whatnot. There's a level of affectionate on a continent where y'all don't have that westernized mindset of the westernized man. However, over here in America, where us, you know, Negroes, blackamoors, niggas, and black folk, and Indians and Injuns and Aboriginals live, yeah, we're not hugging each other in the hood, bro. You understand? We love our brothers, we spend for them, but we not doing all that. We not sitting on each other's laps either. Only what's his name? What's Terrence Williams? Gangster Williams. They had pictures. He was lap dancing his mans in them, and he was like, "That's what we do in New Orleans. We even be kissing each other." Allah, what you saw Baby and Lil Wayne doing. There's some niggas that feel like they so gangster that they kiss their homies, like what Jeffrey was doing. Right? That's what Jeffrey and them was doing. They was kissing. The same people that snitched on Jeffrey, that young boy said that he hated Jeffrey. Hold on. Woody, YSL Woody, he said he hated him. Did you see YSL Woody snitching? It's the most lit snitch video footage I've ever seen. This nigga was he had diarrhea of the mouth. He was telling Young Thug is gonna be old Thug in a minute. I promise you. The way they lining him up, the amount of YSL that's YSL. These niggas they was playing tongue in cheek. They was tongue wrestling. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was doing. That's what Young Thug was doing with his homies. He was kissing them, bro. Lil Wayne and Baby was kissing, bro. Like the niggas on Boondock say, that's gay, nigga. But you could talk all you want. Look, let me share something with you. Look at this picture. What this picture is telling me is this: the photographer made them do that. That's not organic. First of all, that's not something that they was in the thing like, we getting so much money, I'ma hug this nigga. You're not Rich and Poe. You're not Rich and Poe. You niggas is not you niggas is hugging like y'all in Brazil with 100 baddies and whatnot, and you just smashed each one of them. That's not the type. That's not what is given right there. I see when men hug other men. I know what that pose is like when you just beat, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might have had a foursome. You know what I mean? Nah, that's not what this pose is right here. There's three things that are taking place. There's a domination taking place in this picture, right? Michael B. Jordan, who is the new it nigga, right, is sunning this nigga right here. That's a sun pose on Michael B. Jordan from, what's his name again? What's my dude? Kang the Conqueror? Jonathan Majors, right? The arm around the nigga, that's somewhat in Baby Boy, bro. That's Melvin. That's a Melvin pose. Come on now. Nigga, that's a Melvin pose. And then the head on the shoulders while son's hand is on his head. Nigga, is given. You understand that body language is 80% of communication? What is that giving? That's not giving I'm my brother's keeper. That's not giving I'm down for my niggas. And then the middle one, where he has his arm around him and Michael B. Jordan is smiling and whatnot. That's no, nigga. That's not what we doing. What is you talking about? And like I said, it looks like the photographer was, I took pictures with photographers before. It looks like they're being told by the photographer how to pose. They're not posing on their own. Okay. They're not posing on their own. And number three, that I have to point out that you might not have noticed, all of you pro sexuals out there that just want to see men hugging. They're like, oh, it's so much hate in the world. We just want to see men hug and have black boy joy. Nigga, that's not what, like, stop running around with your inferiority complexes about what you don't got. And every time that you see it, allegedly somebody else doing what you're scared to do, then you get behind them like a fucking cheerleader, like everybody running behind the Wade's son. No, that's not what this is. So you're getting it confused. We not talking about the black boy joy movement. No, nigga. These nigga have a movie where they're fighting each other. How about that? They're promoting a boxing film, bro. We don't need black boy joy when niggas is boxing each other. Stop the madness. Come on now. Stop the madness. They're promoting Creed 3. They're supposed to be adversaries. They're fighting each other. They're foes in the movie. So how you promoting a boxing movie with the zestiness? That's where we going now? That's what's going down. Y'all could be cool and everything. Y'all could be great. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's not how you sell a movie, fam. That's not what I'm not going to pay money to see you niggas fight and you're doing photo shoots. You feel me? Like son just came home or something. You feel like that's your pen pal bay or something. Like, what's going on? You didn't even pull up with shorty like this. Michael B. Jordan? I didn't even see you with Lori Harvey like this. You wasn't even doing PDAs with her, bro. What's really good? Not in one picture do you have your arms around that nigga. He has his arms around you. So we're just reading the body language. Brotherly love is two arms around each other. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of homoeroticism in this. Why? Because they have a boxing movie out and then their press run, they're hugging each other. You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist to figure out what homoeroticism is. We're going to fight and then we're going to hug it up. Mandingo wrestling type things. So I'm just here to dismantle, because I have people that I know for years. They're zesty. They pro zesty now. So they in my comment section like, bro, you know me, you know, I'm a man's man. And you know, I just think that this is how black men. If you don't stop that bullshit, bro, like, Don't try to Hollywood talk to me, nigga. I'm not part of that club. You know what I'm talking about? We not doing that. Still outside, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. That's not how they talking outside. I'm not doing that. I'm all with black men showing love to each other. Like I said in my caption, dap me up and pass the L, bro. We not doing all of this sentimental shit for what? You know what I'm saying? Have your girl come and hug me, bro. You know what I mean? Let's do that. You're not hugging me, bro. We're not doing all that. I'm not that happy, nigga. We can't get that much money together that I'm gonna let you put your arm around me like this. You know what I'm saying? I got brothers too. And I wouldn't disrespect my brother and do no stupid shit like that either. Fuck is you saying? So, no. No. Whoever upset about it, no. We're not doing that. That's agenda-based. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Yeezy and whatnot. They gave that nigga some money back over there at Adidas. You know? Over there at Adidas. You know? Stop playing with my guy. Let me do this commercial real quick. High level drip. Shout out to Jeff. We got some new drip in the building. Yeah, y'all gonna need that too. I know the weather is about to break, but these are some collector items. Real quick. This is the commercial before we get out of here. Love and light, peace. We are here at the new Black Wall Street. The store's called Star Status. Star Status, all right? And we got the drip. And I'm telling you, we got the cosmic drip for that ass. I'm trying to tell you, we got the Savior Genesis, all right? We got New Kings County in the building with the Chanel hoodies and whatnot. We got spiritual war veterans. We got Kangs, right? Kang, shout out to Kang. We got the Kangs County. We got Lovers Love up there. You know what I'm talking about? New drip. Short sets. You feel me? We got more Chanel hoodies. Yeah, drip, drip, drip. Cosmic drip. We in the building. Check us out. I'll run up on you like Wallow and sell you this drip. Talk back to me, all right? We got the drip in the building, okay? We working. We working. Talk back to me. We got the artwork right here. Kings County in the building. Shout out to my good brother Jefferson. Make sure y'all come and visit him at Star Status. Tell him that Red Pill sent you. All of my Patreons, of course, you get a 15% discount. You already know what it is. Love and light. Peace. Yeah, so that part. For all of my Patreons that live in Atlanta, y'all better take full advantage of that. Even the ones that live in El Segundo, take full advantage of that. You get 15% off of your purchases. Even if y'all hit them on the internet and whatnot, that's called Star Status, the Star Status stores. We're going to be having more commercials leading into what we call March Gladness, not madness, March Gladness. Okay? March Gladness. You feel me? Shout out to the opening of the Hidden History Museum in Cali and whatnot. As a matter of fact, I think today is the debut of the Maroon Warriors. Is that correct? On Tariq Nasheed's streaming platform. Does it come out today or tomorrow? I do know that this week before the end of February, they're going to be debuting our the documentary that me and Blue Pill supposed to be in. We should be in that. We shot for that. Yeah, that's gonna be lit. That's gonna be lit. Yeah, Star Status is the store. More stores in Atlanta coming soon, but Star Status has the exclusive Kings County collection. They have been holding it down for us. Shout out to Athletics, brother Jefferson, that part, you know what I mean? So whatever, you know, we going on to the 2-hour mark. So yeah, we're gonna wind down and whatnot. We're gonna wind down at this point. I do want to say thank you to all of the supporters, you know, all of the Cash Appers, everybody that went and got an ebook for your young guards. Even to be honest with you, like I said, it's written for 10 and up, but you know, a little 8 years old probably could get it. These children are kind of smart these days. They're wise. They can read on their own. And you elders could get it too. Like if you are elder, you know, this is for you as well. You'll be able to read it on a level of a 10-year-old so you could understand it. You dig? So get this information. Yeah, Farrakhan was doing great yesterday. Shout out to the Nation of Islam. Get this information up, get the upgrade. Please, I beg of you. Get the upgrade. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself and get a ticket to this event right here. You are going to benefit. You're getting thousands of dollars worth of information for the 99. You're getting thousands of dollars. And when you join the quote unquote Discord, you're going to be plugged in to thousands of dollars worth of material and information. Thousands of prompts are going to be, I got thousands of prompts there. I got guides. I got 500 AI websites. The shit is crazy, bro. It's crazy. And it's all compartmentalized and sectioned out and everything. You're going to have access to some things and you're going to be able to beef up, you know what I mean? And boss up. And hopefully this is your year. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm aiming for 24. I'm building, I'm putting all of I'm lining my ducks up for 24. 24 is my Stargate. So yeah, did you know that the Masters of the, did you know that the He-Man's big homie is black? They had a Netflix series where they showed him. He's melanated. Yeah, he's lit. He got locks and all of that. The same way that they show homie on Game of Thrones that had the locks and he was black. And I think another show revealed a OG with locks and he was like a progenitor. And then even in Thor with Idris, he was black and I believe he had locks. So they it's given Bishop. If anybody remembers Bishop from X-Men, Bishop and Cable and whatnot, he's like the original OG of that. You feel me? He's like the original old, black melanated Moorish time traveler and whatnot. Damn, I forgot I had a meeting at 10. Whew. So yeah, the show don't stop, man. You know what I'm saying? The show don't stop. That's why I put the black man on his cover. People think, I don't want y'all to think that this is going to be a cartoon that we're going to be doing. This is going to be a workshop. It's going to be very heavy in information. However, I'm speaking to the child and all of us. I put the toy, like I explained to you, one of my main targets, right? One of my main aims and goals. Remember, I'm a Scorpio born on November 14th, right? I share a birthday with some very famous people. And each one of those famous people, that's how I know that we're twins and whatnot, because we have similar traits to us. One of the people who I share my exact birthday from the year I was born to the day I was born is Gary V. If anybody's familiar with Gary V is like a guru when it comes to all things technology on the European side, right? And Gary V, he has a vision that he wants to buy the jets and whatnot. He wants to become an owner of the jets. And he's standing on that vision and he's like zero. He has that vision in his target and whatnot. And as he gains popularity and becomes a multimillionaire, and he talks all things tech and he gets this large following and whatnot, eventually is going to lead him to the doorsteps of the Jet Stadium to buy it, right? I share that same type of laser focus and vision when it comes to the ideas and the visions that I have of my birthday twin. My vision is to completely disrupt and completely shake the pillars of the fantasy complex industry. I want to enter into it like Neo and shake it from within like the Matrix, right? And I want to create my own toys, not just me personally. I got a team, you know what I mean? I'm talking about a brand. I'm talking about companies, you know what I mean? I'm talking about all kind of things birthing from my ideas and whatnot, like how a tree grows. You see the tree of life right there? The tree is like it grows from a seed, a oak tree. little seed and whatnot, and then it sprouts into this tree that bears fruit. That's the same thing like a great ass thought or a thought or a prompt and whatnot. It could bear fruit and grow into a very powerful tree. So the goal that I have is to do what? Is to disrupt the fantasy complex industry and come out with my own cartoons, come out with my own toys and whatnot, come out with my own video games, all of these proprieties and these assets and whatnot, and have our story told, tell our mythos and whatnot, begin to immortalize characters that I've come across and mythological figures that I vibrate with and I'm energized to, immortalize them in the form of fantasy. That's how you immortalize things, by bringing into the realms of the fantasy. A mouse will forever be lit because of Mickey Mouse. Forever. But I don't want to talk too long. I gotta go. I have a meeting. My other birthday twin is King Charles, the Scorpion King, who's over there in the UK, right? He has a vision to be the master of the universe, right? And to take shit over and whatnot. And he's living out. Now he's the king. He's able to live that out, right? My other birthday twin is Boozy Badass, right? His vision is to keep ratchet shit alive and to stand on his motherfucking principles and whatnot, and to be a real nigga. That's what he's living for. That's what he's focused on. That's his laser focus. I'm just sharing with you how people who are born on my same day, how they operate outside of me and Blue Pill, so you could just have a better understanding of who we are and why we tick the way that we tick. I'm giving you my birthday twins, niggas that were born on my exact day. My exact day. That's how they move in. So my vision is coming clear to me every other day. It's opening up to me. I promise you. It's opening up every other day. You feel me? And we doing monumental things. So like I said, we got this book for y'all. Make sure you come and get it. It's going to be available on Wednesday. All right. Today's Monday. It'll be available on Wednesday. You dig? And shout out to everybody that helped to contribute to the information and the research that went into making this. But yeah, we in the building, y'all. You feel me? We are in the building. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here. Yeah, this is it right here. I'm very proud of myself. Might I add. But with that being said, love and light to everybody in the building. You dig? Hit up the Cash App, show a little bit of love, leave a tip and whatnot. Hit up the email if you have anything that you want to share. Any of my developers or coders out there that want to tap in, you already know that you always welcome and whatnot. They go to email. You feel me? They go to email. If you want to be in that workshop, the link is in the bio. You dig? The link is in the bio, and it'll be available for you. All right. So with that being said, I'm out of here. All right. Peace.